Hello there. Good morning. Lovely to see you for this little 10 minutes at 10 o'clock Central Time. Bot Signal with me. My name is RJ Redden, and if you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole out there, or they're a carbon copy of everybody else, and they can't seem to get any engagement on or offline. So, I create epic chatbot experiences that motivate people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to motivate 1 million people to change their marketing. Now, today we're going to talk about a topic that we talk about a bit here on the Bot Signal because to me, this drives me absolutely crazy. Customer service and the way that we handle it typically drives me absolutely crazy. I had 2 customer service experiences yesterday that were suboptimal. And suboptimal, we'll quotation mark that because they were just bad. One of them was a digital one of them was in person. So I want to talk about these, not to rant. It's over. Everything's good, I think. But not to rant, because really these are first world problems, a lot of them. But we can do so much better. We can all do so much better. You can do so much better with a chatbot. I will certainly be covering that. But let's start. Let's back up. Let's back up to yesterday. I'm here. I'm working with the bot team. My ninjas are, well, nothing short of amazing, and you know that if you work with us. But my wife ordered some groceries. And she said, "Hey, I'm doing something. Will you get the door when they arrive?" And I'm like, "Sure, honey." She goes into her office. She starts doing some things, and she's not necessarily interruptible when she's playing Dungeons and Dragons online. That's what she was doing. Anyway, so the groceries come. I look. It's the guy says it's his first day at this job. I say, "Oh, hope it's a great job for you," or whatever. Make small talk with him. He's bringing stuff in. I'm looking at stuff, and I'm like, "This seems a little odd." Maybe she was just ordering adventurous food. Sometimes she does this. And then I happen upon a couple of things that she absolutely would never have ordered in her life. And I think to myself, I think we maybe got the wrong groceries. So I run out to the driveway. Dude's gone. And I checked the ticket with Megan. And in fact, wrong groceries. So I called the number on the sheet that was left here for me. Turns out I got somebody else with the same name as my wife. I didn't get the company. I just got somebody with the same name as my wife who had happened to order groceries that day. She was confused. I was confused. My dog was confused. So then I called the number on the receipt to the grocery store. They forwarded me to their delivery service. Now, at this point, it's no big deal. I'm handling it. It's no big deal. It's just a little funny that these names got switched up or whatever. But at this point was when I got a guy on the phone who I think was also pretty new. And I just said, "Here's what I think happened. I need my groceries. I've got the other groceries here. I can give them back to you." And the guy, who was super new and asking questions of his supervisor in the background, and I could hear the whole conversation. And she kept arguing that what we needed to do was call in and place the order again. It was really weird. I'm like, and that there would be no charge for the order. I'm like, how's the store going to know not to charge us for the order? And you screwed it up the first time. Am I really going to have my credit card charged twice for food that I don't have? It was a really weird experience, and I got really frustrated at that point because it was like this guy even said, "Hey, do you just want to take over the phone call?" And she's like, "No." I mean, I could hear everything. It was terrible. And yeah, that was the end of it. He told me to go place the order again, and I decided that I did not want to do that. What we ended up doing was calling the driver, and the driver was super courteous and helpful. And he said, "Oh, I'll just drive back to the store. I'll come pick up. I'll drive back to the store with it. I'll trade them out." I'm like, "You're the best." So what was wrong with that? Let's break down what was wrong with that experience. Basically, we had folks on the other end of the line who cared much more about rules and scheduling and what was happening with them than they cared about what was happening with not just me, but the other person online. "Hey, Ed, good to see you." So yeah, stop payment on the credit card. Well, we didn't have to go that far, but that always is an option. So, what was wrong with that was I got a situation where, I mean, this manager person just really didn't care about anybody else but what was in front of her and the rule set she was reading. There was no, "Hey, should these people get their groceries?" There's none of that. And sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget customer service is king. You know what I'm saying? I can offer a really, really great product, and if I don't offer great service on it, we've got problems. Because word gets around. It really does. The point is on that one, and I've got another situation as well. The point is on that one, don't forget, wear the shoes of your clients. Put yourself in those shoes sometimes and think about, okay, what would I want? What would I need if I were in those shoes right now? So this brings me to my other experience yesterday. And this is an experience that's been a little ongoing. I don't know what's happening here, but I am needing to change my username password on a certain social network. They may be watching on right now. I see you. I have had, there's been this, my account has been, suspicious activity has been going on my account. Every time I do this, every time I have to change my password, I go through, I identify where I've been, I identify things that are on the account, I identify all of these things. Yes, this was me, this is all correct. And then I try to log in from a phone or a peripheral device, and boom, I put through all the same thing all again. And so I've ended up changing my password over the last 2 days several times and going through a whole lot of rigmarole. And it's really, they're trying to protect me. I don't know if it's something the algorithm has tripped or what. And I'm grateful because I need my social accounts to be secured. Everybody does. But really, the process that I'm put through and the fact that there's nobody saying, "Hey, this is what's happening. Is this you?" When there's a suspicious charge on a credit card, they'll reject it. They will text you in minutes. They'll say, "Hey," at least mine do, is this you?" We actually caught somebody who had gotten into my bank account a couple weeks ago, in minutes. There are better ways. There are better ways to let people know. And if you don't stop and think about how you're serving people sometimes, then it really is useless. In fact, it just frustrates your users. Chatbots have a history, some chatbots do, of frustrating their users. I've been doing shows about chatbots for a couple of years now, and I've had all kinds of people say, "I tried to ask this chatbot a question and boom, I got nothing." I tried to ask this chatbot, I registered for a webinar and then I had a specific question and I chatted in and nothing, nothing. And I understand. I understand. ManyChat is not really set up. Talking as a builder here, this may be geek speak for some of you, but it's not really set up to take questions during a flow, what they call a flow of conversation. Meaning that in normal conversation, Ed, I could be talking to you. You're talking, I'm talking, I've got my plan, and then you interrupt with a question and go, but I don't understand this part. And I need to clarify that, or I need to move on to a different point. I need to basically take a little section out of the conversation, answer the question you just asked me, and then move on with move on with the conversation with you, Ed. That's what needs to happen. That's a conversational mechanism that is not built into most chatbot builders because they're expecting what the machine expects, the machine expects. And if you ask a question in the middle of that, it's just not going to answer you. That is not a great experience for people. Just like these experiences that I had yesterday with customer service, it's not a great way to serve your people. So, of course, I have a little demo. You know I do. We've been building customer service stuff. Oh, let me read. Algorithms need to go away. I'm tired of ads and crap I don't want to see. I'm with you. Algorithms do need to go away. And I've been spending a lot less time on social networks lately just to check to see what's happening. I don't have that time in the first place, and most of it is useless to me. I began to really look at it from a perspective of what is useful to me, and a lot of social networking is not. So I've been spending a lot less time on Facebook these days. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So built an example, and this is a little example that we have put on BoobyBot, if you're familiar. If you're not, and you have bras and you'd like to throw them away, text boobies to 555-888. I want to show you something here. That what we have done is we've built some questions into the spot that will, there we go, boop. There's my friend Lori. Lori, if you're watching, love you. So we've built in a separate chatbot landing page that is there to answer questions. If people have questions, these questions are built into artificial intelligence. And if these questions are asked on the regular page, the bot will pick up and answer that question. So here we are. We've got Goody. Hopefully I can help. Please share your question below. I'm just going to do how is shipping handled. And it's going, oh, shoot. I didn't type in the right thing. This is still in progress, my friend. Now, when it doesn't have an answer, sorry, I don't have something for you right now, but I'll notify the team. And then it asks, information, your information. Of course, the thing that I try immediately doesn't work. So I'm gonna try that one again because I really would like to have a working example. I tried it earlier today, you guys. You'll notice too that the first comment that we're serving here changes. That's because that's what people do when you are talking to them in conversation. Just going to type in shipping. And if that doesn't do it, then I'm going to be embarrassed and take this off. Oh, here we go. So if your order subtotal is over 150, shipping's on us, only applies to ground shipping. So it gives details about that. And you can either kind of go back to the normal menu, or you can ask another question. So just to show you kind of what's going on in this world of chatbots, we're really trying to capture what's going on with people, how they're asking questions. Now, the one that I asked formerly, how is shipping handled? Believe it or not, here's what happens with that question. Because the system wasn't able to answer it to me, the user who's typing it in right now, what's happening is in the background, TrueChat has isolated that question and said, boom, here's an unanswered question. It collects everything that can't be answered. And that helps us determine over time, of course, who's asking what and how are they asking things. And then what we do is we hook the question up, the unanswered question up, we hook it up with the right answer if we have it, or we create another answer and hook it up. So the very next time somebody types in exactly what I typed a few minutes ago, got to give the humans some time to work. But then that will come out with the right answer, if that makes sense. I realize we got a little geeky today. Sometimes this happens. But I wanted to show you that we're working really, really hard to make customer service a great experience, to make it so that it's not this getting bounced and bounced and bounced. On digital products, we're very, very used to this. Try to find an answer on Google right now. I mean, try to find an answer about a Google product right now. You're going to get served a knowledge base. You're going to get served, you're just going to get served a whole bunch of stuff to look through, which may or may not answer your question. And none of it really, there are times that I just get frustrated with looking at all of that digital material and having to look through it and going, you know what, I'm working really hard here. That's what digital companies have done to minimize their customer service staff is, okay, I know you have a question, but I'm going to filter you through all these other things first. And you're going to have to figure out whether that matches your question or not. What if you just have it? What if we could just give the answers to people? That's what the chatbots are all about. That's what we're doing out here with the bots. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed those little stories today. It's a beautiful day out there. Spring is coming and nothing can stop it. And I'm very pleased that you came by to talk to me today. We're going to be talking about all kinds of topics this week, all kinds of fun and interesting things that you can do for your clients that will make you stand out. And I am so happy to be in chatbots right now. This is the greatest stuff. We're making so many advances on helping to serve people. I know that when we're individual entrepreneurs, sometimes, and some of my clients feel like they spend all day answering the same questions over and over and over again. Well, what if you had that time back? What if you had that time back every day for the rest of your entire career? What if you had that time back? I'm going to leave you with that question today. I hope you've had a good time here on the Bot Signal. I love you. You know I do. If you've got any questions or comments or anything you want to share about the show, I think you know how to get a hold of me. Text bot to 555-888 if you haven't done so. And that's all I know for now, my friends. I will see you in a bot.